It's Delhi versus Bangalore. It's Saturday night, so don't go out anywhere. Just watch it in because we have this sensational match preview to bring you right here on cricket.com with Russel Arnold. Right, so it's DC versus RCB. It's always kind of a happy moment to preview RCB games, given the fact that they've been doing actually quite well this time around. Russel Arnold, welcome to your show, first of all. I said your show, it's become your show almost.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Enjoying it really, enjoying it a lot actually. Giving my opinion with you, but unfortunately, my predictions aren't working for me, so that's a bit of a headache.
I mean, that's all right. We'll let you off that in the sense that, look, all your fantastic insights are most appreciated, and that's what the fans have subscribed for. So let's get into the thick of things by asking you about Delhi Capitals first before I talk about the Royal Challengers Bangalore. What has looked the best for Delhi Capitals this year? I mean, they thumped KKR in their last game, but for Ricky Ponting right now, what are the pluses and what are the negatives, you feel?
The negatives is that I would think he needs to strengthen that middle order, just lower middle order, if I may say, so that they get a bit more oomph out of that, which will really help the top order, which is firing. I think they got a good balance going, and the positive for Ricky Ponting, at this stage it could be a negative, but the real positive is Delhi seem to have a few more gears up that they can change to, so they can up the ante. They're not playing at 100%, but they're in the right direction. Players are taking turns in popping up and performing, so that's where Ricky Ponting is. When does he get them peak? So, if you're winning games, you're getting your points on the board, and you're making a statement, you do settle for that, and make sure that you're primed at the back end of the tournament, where probably the Delhi will feel that they've let themselves down in the past.
Absolutely. Now, when you take a look at Delhi Capitals, they're ironing out their wrinkles gradually in this tournament, and from their fans' perspective, they'll hope that it's onwards and upwards. But I want to talk about their captain, Rishabh Pant, because the last time he, of course, batted at 3. Was it just the situation because Warner and Shaw got off to a flying start, or do you think that is actually a position which suits him the best in this team?
Well, they can let him float around, because I do feel they have enough in that team. Yes, just as we talk about, a lot of players, get your best players to go and face the most number of balls. They score you more runs, they'll score it a lot quicker, and they'll put pressure on the opposition. But as I mentioned, this Delhi Capitals team can get stronger, and you got to think of that lower middle order, a few changes if you want to, and you do have the options. If you do use those options, for example, Mitch Marsh comes in, that's when it really looks good. You could use Marsh and Pant 3-4, depending on the situation, depending what you need out there to maintain those left-hand, right-hand combinations, and that Delhi Capitals lineup will look a lot stronger.
Now, you mentioned Mitchell Marsh over there. If he's fit, we know that he's back to training, but if he does get the green signal from the management to go ahead and start this one, would you automatically start him, or would you drip feed him in throughout the course of the season?
No, I'll throw him in. Throw him in, get him playing games. And that's the best way to even achieve your fitness in a team that's looking strong or looking solid, I would say. And Mitch Marsh is that type of player. You want him out there because of late, he's been performing so well. He's finally found his position. He's finally found how he wants to play. He's got his confidence up, and he'll be disappointed that he's not been able to feature. Hence, get him out there and get that mind ticking once again. He will perform for you.
Okay, let's talk about my team, which is Royal Challengers Bangalore. I say that all the time because I'm a huge fanboy, and by the looks of their season, it's going well indeed. The 2 games that they lost as well, Russ, the first one to Punjab was, of course, a nail-biter, and even against CSK, it was not a bad defeat in the end in terms of... Come on, let's be honest here.
Nail-biter, who's been biting their nails? You, as a supporter.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been the case for 15 years now. But look, I mean, what's kind of been the biggest chink in the armor, so to speak? Because we've seen them fail the chase the last time out in CSK, but they got 3 chases before that. against a Punjab game that needs no kind of reminding to fans. What's their biggest problem right now that they need to solve?
Get the team performing in all three departments. The moment you leak or give the opposition far too many runs, you're putting yourself under tremendous pressure. So my real concern for RCBs, they need to pick up wickets. If you look at all their bowlers, you take Harshal Patel out of that. There's Manindu Hasaranga who's got 10 wickets, and Akashdeep's got 5, but not much more, have they? That's been the problem for RCB. So you've got to get your bowlers to pick up a few wickets, which in turn will help you restrict teams. Now, the CSK game, you picked up 2 early wickets and then bang, there was nothing on offer since then, and a massive partnership. Yes, Uttapa and Shivam Dube batted really well, but yet you got to have an answer as an opposition. So you can't put yourself under pressure and expect them to win matches or not bite your nails, if I put it that way. So you got to let your bowlers let them free, search for wickets, maybe have a bit more of an attacking mindset. So that's the negative that the RCB have, and I think they need to fix that fast.
You mentioned the middle overs, and they came unstuck, of course, against CSK because Shivam Dube and Uttapa were going bang bang. Now they took upon Manindu Hasaranga, your fellow compatriot. How do you think he'll learn from that particular game? And my second question is that Harshal Patel void still could be felt in this game, given the fact that he might not return. So these two are the plaguing questions, I'm guessing, Russ, or is there more to it?
Yeah, Harshal Patel's going to be a big miss because he, even though he sometimes goes for runs, he'll get you those 2-3 wickets or even more. He is that type of player who you need, and in T20 cricket, wickets is the key. Hasaranga did have a bit of a expensive day, you'd say, but was he used as well as they should have? Was Hasaranga used at the right times? So when you look at how those bowlers went about it, Hasaranga bowled 3, Glenn Maxwell 3. Could they have done a lot more without Harshal Patel in there? Should they bowl earlier? Should they bowl to get you some wickets? Probably not Maxwell. Maxwell plays a different part of a different role, but Hasaranga came into the attack very late in the innings. So there's something for you to think of. Maybe earlier, maybe before the batsmen start going, because he's a wicket taker, and give him that option.
Okay, let's just get Russel Arnold's predictions for this one. But before that, it's Mr. Milestone.
Mr. Milestone then. This time it's about 50s. There's one player playing in this game who needs to get to a half century, and that'll take him past 50-50s in T20s. Now, who's that?
Yeah, you guys can let us know in the comments below, and well asked by Russel Arnold. He's really taken to Mr. Milestone like a duck to water. Right, let's see if he, of course, sides with me in this one in terms of predictions, because I'm always going to be going for RCB. Do you think Delhi Capitals could be a potential banana skin for the Royal Challengers Bangalore?
I like your choice of words, banana skin. It's a banana skin for Delhi Capitals. You're for RCB. I'm going with this DC.
Oh, there was never any doubt in that man's ability to go against the man who hosts the show. But we love it here. It's a bit of tongue-in-cheek. Just to wrap up this Super Saturday 2.0 match preview on cricket.com. Subscribe for all the more insights, because Russel Arnold will definitely be there post-match as well. That's all we have. Thanks for watching. It's a goodbye from me.